Hi, friends. Happy Sunday. I hope we're all doing good on our side. So, of course, we're going to be talking about part two, chapter two of part two of how to win friends and influence people. And we said the topic of part two is, of course, 6 ways to make people like you. So, we're going to be considering chapter two of part two. And this topic says one of the ways to make people like you is by this, and that's why the topic of chapter 2 of part 2 is a simple way to make a good first impression. A simple way to make a good first impression. So a psychologist expressed his feelings about a smile. He said something about a smile. This was the writer talking. And he said, for a smile, people who smile tend to manage, teach, sell more effectively, and raise happier children. People who smile tend to manage, teach, and sell more effectively and raise happier children. Now, it said that the effect of a smile is powerful even when it is not seen. The effect of a smile is powerful even when it is unseen. So, he stated an instance whereby in his class, of course, the writer takes a lot of courses around the world, used to take a lot of courses around the world. So he said in one of his classes, over time, he has given assignments to different business people to wear a smile for a week straight up. And get to come to give their feedbacks on how it happened throughout the week and the effects it had. So he gave an example of a particular man who was referred to as a very terrible grouch, meaning like he never smiles. Looking at him alone can be very annoying. You can never see him smiling. He said for his 18 years in marriage, he could count how many times he had actually smiled. So he took it upon himself to start smiling. And then the first day he started, it was really, really shocking to his wife. She was shocked. She never saw it coming. And then he said from that time, when he meets the gate man, he smiles. When he meets the laundry person, he smiles. When he meets the person cleaning the floor, he smiles. When he meets his business partners, he smiled. And he said that life became more beautiful than it had ever been in the past 18 years. He got better contracts. He was able to solve problems way better because when people are even telling him their problems, he's smiling, and that helps him to be able to resolve problems way easier. So he said taking that decision to start smiling beyond what he would do normally turned his life around and brought about better results, and it made the situation even way easier for him and the people around him. He also said, before I close, the writer said that everybody in the world is actually seeking happiness, and there is one sure way to find it. The one sure way to find happiness is by controlling our thoughts. And happiness depends on our inner conditions, not the outer conditions. So we control happiness from the inside. It's about how we feel inwards and not outwards. So it said that your smile is a messenger of your goodwill. I'll read this part from the book. It said your smile is a messenger of the goodwill, of your goodwill. Your smile brightens the lives of everyone that sees it. Your smile brightens the life of everyone that sees it. And it said that nobody needs a smile so much as those who have none left. So it means that for some people who no longer, you never see them smiling, for you, your job, and if you want to win them over, is to actually be able to give a smile to them. He stated an instance, before I close, he talked about a particular room that was very moody. Everyone there was looking so grumpy. No one was smiling. Everyone was tired of being on the queue to get to see a doctor. And then a woman walks in with a child. She was carrying a baby, and of course she came with a puppy to see a doctor. And then there was a man that was sitting right beside the woman, looking very tired and of course unhappy, and was just like, let me just leave this place. And guess what? The moment the woman that was on the woman's back started smiling very genuinely, just like any child would do, any lovely baby would do, what do you think would happen? The man automatically smiled, and eventually the energy radiated through the entire room, and everyone started smiling. Everyone was in a better mood. And so it talks about the power of a smile. So you want to get people, you deal with people, you have friends, you have business partners, you have people that you do business with, you want to consider always smiling to people. Always let that energy radiate from you. And it says even when you do not feel like it, when you're able to control your thoughts, you're able to smile way more. And that makes the world a better place, and that helps you to be able to win friends over. I hope this was helpful, and I hope that you start smiling now. I think I'm going to be doing that way more than I used to as well. Have a productive week, everyone. Bye.